So there's this notion that ex-President Trump was a peaceful president. And you know what? I just cannot agree with that. This is your favorite half Chinese. And he said he can stop the Ukraine war. But I don't believe that either, as he's a part of that problem in the most literal sense.
I gave you anti-tank busters that, frankly, President Obama was sending you pillows and sheets. And I gave you anti-tank busters.
Talk is so easy, but doing the walk is different. So Trump expanded the war in Yemen. Ex-President Donald Trump may have ordered more attacks in Yemen than all previous US presidents combined. And that's not kind of peaceful. While campaigning against forever war, ex-President Trump has loosened the rules of engagement in the global war on terror dramatically, escalated airstrikes and ground raids in Yemen and elsewhere. The most intense period of US strikes came in 2017, Trump's first year in office, beginning with a commando raid that left an 8-year-old girl dead. May she rest in peace. Very unfortunate for this little girl. So as we can see from all these stats, he was more aggressive than his predecessors. And then we have the botched coup in Venezuela. Now that's an act of war, and that's not really peaceful. Just imagine that.
How about we're buying oil from Venezuela? When I left, Venezuela was ready to collapse. We would have taken it over. We would have gotten all that oil. It would have been right next door.
Then he was also stealing the oil from Syria.
We don't want to keep soldiers between Syria and Turkey for the next 200 years. They've been fighting for hundreds of years. We're out. But we are leaving soldiers to secure the oil. Now, we may have to fight for the oil. That's okay. Maybe somebody else wants the oil, in which case they have a hell of a fight.
And that is thievery and a war crime. And also aggressive because he did it with force. And then he had also a top Iran general murdered, and that's an act of war, as we just do not go around and murder other state officials. How is that peaceful? What I'm trying to show you here is very simple. Stop listening to these professional liars. And this is not only about Trump. This is just to show you that he is no different of any other US president that you had before him. And then I didn't even start on the war that he started with China. Now many will argue that it is not a war because there are no armies involved. But is it? First of all, most wars start like this. Economic warfare, like the trade war he ignited. Then sanctions, and if that doesn't work, a hot war. So in case of a hot war with China, we can safely assume that he is one of the instigators. Just like he was one of the instigators with the war in Ukraine. And now he's starting to tell you that he would stop it. How? By sending more weapons, like he did back then. And they have covert operations. There were a lot of infrastructure destroyed, many of whom were built by China's Belt and Road Initiative. And that, ladies and gentlemen, are acts of terror and so an act of war. So I don't have anything extra against Trump. To me, he's just one of the same people. And I hope the American people will soon see what is really going on in their White House. Because to be honest, they really do not differ from each other that much. They just sometimes do biddings for different corporate groups, but they also share the same corporate groups they are working for. The biggest difference is the way they talk about it. Anyway, that was it. Let me know in the comment section what you think, but keep it respectful. Did you wake up? I don't know what to tell you otherwise about him. But yeah, that's Trump, man. Stop believing these professional liars and start to vote based on their merit. We need to change the system. Not only in the United States of America, but also in Europe. We are having the same problems as you guys. That is why I'm pointing this out. Let's just solely look at their actions and turn the sound off when they speak, as you do not have to hear the propaganda coming out of their mouth. All you need is to observe their actions. And I will see you in the next video. Have a very nice day.